Welcome, jesters. Well, I guess big educational news. It seems the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals or something like that recently upheld, like yesterday, that a Texas law requiring schools to display the Ten Commandments does not violate the First Amendment. Okay, that is correct. It does not. It is the Establishment Clause, not the Anti-Religious Clause. So that's totally fine. However, it is likely that this will make its way to the Supreme Court because our miserable friends on the left just can't let anything go, where it will have to face, apparently the previous decision is Stone v. Graham or something like that. Just, before it gets there, will somebody remind Ketanji that thou shalt not steal is one of the Ten Commandments? It's not from the Pledge of Allegiance or anything like that. She's probably still a little bit confused. So yeah, that would be great. Anyway, friends on the left, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity for us to just extend the olive branch, right, a little bit. We don't want to fight. We really don't. On this particular issue, education and everything, it really should be about the kids. And you want to be a family-friendly party. It should be about what parents think is best for the kids. And we really don't want to fight you. We will. We absolutely will, because we kind of know you will. But we're willing to call a truce. Absolutely, 100%, we are willing to call a truce. We want to display the Ten Commandments or other religious, counseling, things like that. I mean, and really, what is wrong with the Ten Commandments? And you, I'm sure, want to display the Pride Progress flag or other such nonsense like this. So, yes, we all can have what we want. We don't have to fight about it. We can, in this particular case, maybe even agree to disagree. I know, the one case where this might actually work. If we get the government out of the business of education. That's what we mean, right? We will lay down arms, get the government out, causes too many problems, and then, you know what? We can each educate our kids in whatever way we feel is best, right? That's it. We'll just get out of each other's way. In fact, you know what? Kyle Kalinske brought this up. I'll probably make another video, but let's start the national divorce here with education, right? So, the best way to do that, again, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. Unrestricted school vouchers, right? A lot of people will agree that a public financing for education is something that I think is viable and worthwhile. Right? I really wouldn't object to that, right? But they have to be unrestricted vouchers. That's it. You can take the voucher and it's per pupil, regardless of income. Every kid gets the exact same. Parents can send the kid to whatever school they want, right? And no requirements. You know what? We will even pull back on that. Like, no requirements. The teachers, no certificates, no degrees, none of this. So long as the kids learn how to do math and read and write and, all the basic arithmetics, history, geometry, basic science, biology, actual biology. Again, something that I guess Ketanji missed at some point. It's really weird how that happens. But anyway, yeah, the basic stuff. So long as all the kids, no matter where they go to school, pass the same tests and they're learning the basics, everything else, you know what? We will not object. So if you want a drag queen with a social justice degree to teach, Shakespearean literature, okay, that's totally fine. I will not object. I will not object at all. The teachers, again, they don't really need all these fancy, ridiculous qualifications, right? All these unnecessary barriers to entry. It really is, well, let's be honest, it really is just it is big teacher, like, stepping up or, fixing or rigging the system for themselves, right? So, yeah, we'll give up all of that, right? You teach your kids however you want. We'll teach our kids however we want, and we will not bother each other. But I don't think you really want that. No, I don't think. I think you, our friends on the left, we see your game. We know what you've been up to. We know why you so desperately want to control the unions, control the school districts, control the classroom. It's because you don't actually believe in any of these things. You don't actually believe in parents' rights or even educating the kids. We've seen what happens to the kids in deep blue schools. They literally do not know their own name, apparently. So, yeah, I think we are going to have to fight you because you do want control, right? That is your goal. You want to control every bit of the kids' lives from as early as possible. Why do you think they're fighting for things like daycare and pre-K and all this kind of stuff? We know what you want, right? So you're not going to give up control because you want to have that control. You want to be in control. Yeah, that sounds pretty authoritarian, right? Wanting to control the kids, pretty authoritarian, pretty dictatorial, right? That you won't let parents make these decisions. Pretty anti-freedom, right? That you would force every kid into the exact same curriculum that you control. Anti-family, because you don't want parents to make the best choice for their own kids. Yeah, all those things. Authoritarian, dictatorial, anti-freedom, anti-family. We know. You are Democrats, after all. And you know I'm right.